Hello, welcome to Man Overboard 50. Ain't nothing but a number, yo, with your host, Language Barrel. I actually wanted to bring you along on a journey that I've undertaken. I'm actually in Bogota, Colombia currently, and I'm here meeting a matchmaker, looking for a life partner. So if you're like many of the people in my life and friends and family and acquaintances, and you're wondering what would make a person leave their own country and attempt to go to another country where they don't speak the language fluently, they don't quite understand the culture, and attempt to find a life partner. Well, if you stick with me, we'll find out together how this thing shakes out. So it's actually my second day. The first day I flew in, I got in late and really didn't do much of anything except unpacking. Day two was today, but it was the first day in my matchmaking experience. So I had my first match today, my first matchmaking experience over lunch. Now I'm 60 and the woman in question is 40. She has a daughter in her 20s. I have a son that's 33 and I have a daughter that's 13. So luckily for me, she was very fluent in English. So we were able pretty much to communicate. There was some hiccups in understanding culture and some of the idioms of the language of English that she was not aware of, but for the most part we were able to communicate. Now had this person spoke strictly Spanish, it would have been a much more difficult conversation. It's possible because with technology and patience, we actually can get to understand people that we thought we never could understand. So our lunch actually lasted about 3.5 hours, which I was surprised that we really got along. We talked very well. And I don't know if this is a life partner for me. Obviously, I'm only going on one date with the person, and I actually have other dates scheduled. The way this membership works for this matchmaker is he schedules. You select a maximum of 30 people that you're interested in. Now he'll contact only all 30, but he really would only line up meetings for 10 or 12 of them. And so you would meet at a prearranged destination that's scheduled by the matchmaking agency. And typically, if they don't speak English, you'll be assigned an interpreter. So the way I just found out today, actually, that the interpreter is part of the package for the first hour and a half. After that, you're responsible to pay the fees of the interpreter, which are 50 Colombian pesos per hour, which is about $12.50 or $14, and you would have to pay that in cash. So I really just wanted to bring you along because I really was very apprehensive. I mean, I was really nervous about the whole experience of coming to a foreign country and meeting women that I had not corresponded with up until the day that I met them. So it was quite an experience. And so I have 2 more dates scheduled for tomorrow. Neither person is fluent in English, so the interpreter will be there. One is at a coffee shop, the other one will be like over a dinner or a cocktail. So it's 2 meetings tomorrow. And then I have a scheduled meeting for Friday. Now I'm only here for 5 days. Well, the agency only attempts to book meetings for 5 days, so you really have to schedule yourself to be here and available for those 5 days. And then they request that you be here longer because after that, then once you've selected, if you have selected someone you're interested in, then you would need to spend that time, the remainder of your time here, getting to know that person. And then obviously you would set up correspondence, whether you do a long-term relationship. They don't anticipate that you'll fall in love and obviously attempt to marry somebody within a week or 2 weeks. That's not the way the program is set up. So that's where it is. I just wanted to record this, if nothing else for my own sake, for my prosperity, to see in the future if anything comes of this and I can look back on it and say that, yeah, I did make a bold move. Was it crazy? Perhaps. Yes, perhaps it was crazy. But I did what I felt I needed to do to find what I really valued most in the world, which is a life partner. So we'll see. I can't really take you along because it's an invasion of the privacy of the women in question. But I will try to give you an update each day on my experiences. As I mentioned, the first meeting I thought went quite well. We had lunch for about 3.5 hours, and then she asked me, she said, "So you're meeting other women?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Well, good luck to you." Because she actually only did it, she signed up with this agency years ago, but as life happens, she met a boyfriend and things didn't work out, and they called her out of the blue and said, "Hey, we see your profile still here. This person is interested in you. Are you available?" And she was like, she's very adventurous. She said, "Yeah, well, I'll meet him and see where we go from there." So that's where we are. I don't know if anything will come out of this first meeting. I have other meetings scheduled. I don't know if anything will come out of any of them. But it's not as important as making the effort to step outside of your comfort zone and see the world, right? No risk, no reward. Small risk, small reward. Great risk, great rewards. So stay tuned and tag along with me, and I'll try to update you as I go along my matchmaking journey here in Bogota. Until then, be safe, and I'll catch you on the other side. Ciao for now.